Previously, I showed you how to make this God's Eye weaving pattern. Now we will move on to a more complex one using 3 sticks instead of 2. And for this one, I'm just using chopsticks like I previously mentioned. You can use any types of sticks that you feel comfortable with. And we will go ahead and glue one on top of the other like so. Once you have glued all 3 of your sticks and you have them in a desired shape, you will go ahead and begin the wrapping. Do not worry if your sticks are a little wobbly. Once you do your weaving, you will fortify it. So 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we can begin our under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and just repeat the process over and over. Once you have reached a good stopping point, you can just turn it over. You can just turn it over, tuck it into this little string, into that little string right there. And loop it into that string to create a simple little knot if you do not want to use any more glue. And then just cut the string off. So I have chosen for this to be my front side, but it should be noted that you can use any side as your front. Now I will continue on by putting a bit of glue on the back, and notice that I am actually gluing on the thread as opposed to the stick, and that is important to note because it will be helpful for the next pattern that we are going to do. So you will go ahead and let that dry for a bit, and then we'll continue. Once the glue has dried, you can go ahead and flip it over, and you will go over, under, over, and instead of going to the next one, you will actually go straight to the one across. And you will go over, under, over, and return back to the stick across. For this one, we will ignore the 2 sticks on either side. So go back over to this one, over, under, over. The purpose of this pattern is to get this angled, petaled, or flower shape. And I will go ahead and do this pattern on each one of these just to give it maybe a star quality to it. It should be noted that once you are done with each angle, you will go ahead and glue, cut this, and then repeat the process for each one. This is what your pattern looks like once you have finished the yellow design, almost like a star or flower pattern, and this is what the back looks like. Now we will start our different color. And for this one, you can go ahead and either knot or glue at the back. And it's similar to what we were doing here with the blue color, except that we will be skipping a stick every time that we do our weaving pattern. So you will begin by going over here, you will skip and go over, under, over again. And you kind of do that little, almost like an X there. And you will skip a stick and repeat the pattern over and over. Try to be as organized as possible with these. And you can kind of see that we are creating almost like a triangle shape. So the more you weave, the more you can see it. And just repeat this step. I will probably repeat this step about maybe 5 or 6 times depending on how I feel about it. Okay, so I will just continue on until I feel satisfied with the length. So I finished my green pattern design here, and I did the same thing with the blue. And just extended it maybe 1 or 2 weavings more just to make it slightly bigger. Now I want to go ahead and add a string of beads, and this is completely optional, but if you do want to do it, you would start by gluing the string right there. Once again, you can use dental floss, any type of string will do, and then just remember that it will be glued on each stick as you go around, and of course you will finish right here where you started. So that's what that looks like once the beading is done, and that is the back. I have gone ahead and attached the next color, and because of the way that this pattern works, you will just bring it over, go over to the next stick, loop, go over and loop, go over and loop, and you will do this for each of the sides. So this is what the final result looks like with the pink. This is the back. I went ahead and added this loop here so that it could be hung if anyone desires to. And I also added these little tassels here with a bit of glue on the back just to give it a bit of a different look from the previous one that I had already done. And the way that you add this little tassel is you take 2 pieces of string, different color if you want. You will put it under one of the sticks, make a loop like so, and then just pull the string through and just pull it down and tighten it up as much as you can, and then just add a bit of glue if you want on the back just to fortify it. And there you go. There are the tassels with the God's Eye, and here is the second example that I did in the previous video. I hope that this video kind of helps with the process, and these can be extended as much as you want, or they can be made as small as you want. Some people like to make little God's eyes and just hang them on the two corners or the edges, and some people like to add little tassels on the ends, so they kind of stick out almost like a little piñata. So there's really so much that you can do with this, and you can definitely make them bigger or smaller or more intricate if you desire. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that it helped.